you for the stuffed animal. It was a great present. For someone about half my age. Such a pain writing all these thank you notes. But Mom and Dad are already mad at me because I've waited so long to do them. I don't see why I need to worry about it. I mean, the people who gave me birthday presents know what they got for me. What difference does some mushy note make? Well, I guess if I put off writing thank yous this long, waiting a little longer can't hurt.
Hold on to your seat, let's go for a ride. Now that we're here on the other side. Use your imagination and you'll understand. It's an adventure in Wonderland. Every day is something new, with music, rhyme, and a dance or two. It's a curious place with a wonderful crew, and you're never quite sure what they will do. Use your imagination, you'll understand. It's an adventure in Wonderland. Adventure in Wonderland. Adventure in Wonderland.
Hi, Mr. Rabbit. You look busy.
Oh, well, it's that time of year.
Oh, working on your taxes, huh?
Yes, no. I'm working on my thank yous. Alice, don't tell me you're one of those people who waits to the last minute to do yours. Because, of course, you couldn't have forgotten that today is Thanks a Lot Day.
Actually, I've never heard of Thanks a Lot Day.
You're kidding. Why, Thanks a Lot Day is a wonderful holiday. Especially the thank you banquet. Yes, sir. The thank you banquet. Now there's a party.
What do you do on Thanks a Lot Day?
It's a day for expressing gratitude. You know, thanks to your friends for all the wonderful things they do for you all the long year round. But of course, the best part of the day is the thank you banquet, when everyone gathers to share a meal and exchange thank yous.
I see. So that's why you have this big book.
Yes, exactly. Alice, I have here a year's worth of gratitude, all logically organized, of course. For instance, let's just name an example. Last Wednesday, Tweedledum told me he liked how I was combing my whiskers. Yes. So that meant that for this year, I owed him a total of, let's see, 23 regular thank yous, 9 that was nice of yous, and 1 I'm eternally grateful. You see? It's all right here in the book. Last May, the Queen informed me I was standing on her toe. I really have to thank her for letting me know. So I keep this handy list, it's all in here, you see. I owe the Queen 1,200. Oh, there's 10 for Tweedledee.
Oh, Rabbit, let me see. Are there some in there for me? Why, that's a lot of thank yous. Are they all just for me?
Well, you're owed 29 and Mr. Hare has 70 for giving me a recipe for carrot jubilee.
Oh, it's all written down. No need to hunt around. If you want to know what's owed, this is the place to look. That's what this is for. It helps to keep the score. It's important to keep track, and that's an honest fact. So come on, take a look, 'cause it's all in the book.
So you see, this is one bunny who won't get caught short of the thank you banquet. Oh, my beeper. That's the Queen. She probably needs me to help her sort out her thank yous and get them in order. After all, when you've got a problem, Call an expert.
Does the Queen like Thanks a Lot Day?
Oh, like it? She loves it. She adores it. She's crazy about it. You're canceling it?
That's right. It's a chuckle-headed holiday, and I've gone through it for the last time.
But everybody loves Thanks a Lot Day. Oh, you can't cancel it.
Of course I can. I'm the Queen. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Oh. The Stuff Queens Can Do handbook?
Turn to page 43. As Queen, I can cancel any holiday my heart desires. Says so, right there.
As Queen, you can cancel any holiday your heart desires. Oh, Your Majesty! Please reconsider.
Forget it. I never liked that holiday. Everybody gets zillions of thank yous, and I never get any. And what's the point of having a holiday if I don't get more of the good stuff than anyone else?
Oh. But it's not a competition. It doesn't matter how many each person gets.
That's easy for you to say. You got 73 thank yous last year. You know how many I got? One lousy thank you. And the only reason I got that was because I thanked myself for coming.
But what about the thank you banquet? Surely you don't want to miss all the good food, the good friends, the good fun.
Oh, please. I had more fun at monster truck rallies.
Your Majesty, I didn't know you liked monster truck rallies, too. I love the funny cars. How about the big trucks with all the motors and wonderful vroom from the go?
Oh, stop that! I don't like monster truck rallies or funny cars or Thanks a Lot Day. That's the point. Now get out there and spread the word. This holiday is history.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, whoa! I'm just...
Queen to Wonderland, thanks, but no thanks?
Impossible.
Thanks a lot? I think not, says Queen. Unthinkable.
Banquet schmanquet, Queen cancels popular holiday.
Unbelievable. Do you know what this means?
I sure do. No holiday means no thank you banquet.
And no banquet means no great food.
And no great food means no gratitude goulash.
No appreciation apple pie.
No candy thank you yam.
That means the dinner tonight is...
leftovers.
In the fridge, and to my surprise, there are just old dinners sitting inside. Some dried out turkey, yesterday's stew. Leftovers again? Leftovers again blues. I remember this meatloaf when I ate it before. It tastes so bad I can't eat anymore. Those clams in red sauce once were supreme. When I opened up the jar, they'd all turn green. I was scanning the icebox for a midnight snack. I reached for some chicken and it grabbed me right back. I tried a piece of pot roast. It was tough as old shoes. Leftovers again. Leftovers again, blues.
That's it. We gotta figure out a way to get the Queen to change her mind.
No kidding. The thought of eating your cold cabbage casserole for the third day in a row is more than I can stand.
You said a mouthful. Hey! I thought you liked my cold cabbage casserole.
Oh, I do. But you know the saying, you can have too much of a good thing.
We need to... Oh, look at the big fella sleeping like a baby.
Yeah. Gee, I almost hate to do this.
Well, thanks a lot. I was having a very nice dream about a cute little ladybug.
Sorry, but we have to speak with you. We've started a petition. Oh, it's a letter telling the Queen that we want her to let us have Thanks a Lot Day.
We're trying to get everyone in Wonderland to sign it. Here.
We, the citizens of Wonderland, hereby protest your Majesty's decision to cancel Thanks a Lot Day. Please stop being a big meanie and bring back our day of gratitude. Blah, 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 etc., etc., and so on and so on.
I wrote that last part.
Yes. Well, I'll sign it, but this petition may not help. Unless you know why the Queen canceled the holiday, it will be hard to get her to uncancel it.
But what would the Queen have against Thanks a Lot Day? I mean, in the unlikely event that anyone might ever thank her for anything, I would think she'd love it.
I think I see the problem. Listen to this story. Once there was a frog named Phil who never smiled. Even though he lived in a lovely muddy swamp and had lots of salamanders and snakes and other friendly creatures for neighbors and had swarms of delicious creepy crawly bugs to eat, Phil never looked happy. The other swamp creatures were puzzled. "Why the frown, Phil?" they asked. "Don't you want to smile?" "Sure I do," Phil croaked, "but I don't know how. I come from a family of frowning frogs." The other swamp creatures felt bad for Phil, so they decided to help him learn to smile. But nothing worked. When it came to smiling, Phil just didn't get it. And soon, Phil's frustrated friends were frowning too. Phil's friends didn't know why he was having so much trouble. After all, they told him, a smile is nothing but a frown turned upside down. "A frown turned upside down," Phil croaked. "Why didn't you say so in the first place?" And from then on, Phil had the sunniest smile in the swamp.
I get it. In the story, the frog's friends all got together to help him learn to smile.
Oh, so maybe we could help Her Majesty learn how nice it is to receive thank yous.
But how?
No problem. If we want people to thank the Queen, all we have to do is get her to do nice things for everyone.
Well, nobody said it would be easy.
Here she comes. Now remember, fall right in front of her, and when she helps you up, thank her.
Oh, Your Majesty, could you give me a hand?
Why should I clap for that? That was the worst somersault I've ever seen. But...
Hey!
Gee, how clumsy of us.
We'd sure be grateful if you helped us up, Your Majesty.
And risk breaking a nail? No way.
Wait, help us.
I'll be here.
Okay, this is our last chance. If we all fall down at the same time, the Queen is bound to help at least one of us up.
Right. Now, Hare, did you bring the banana peels?
No, of course. I always bring the banana peels. I hope you don't mind. The bananas are still in them.
No problem. There's always time for a potassium-rich snack.
It better be a fast snack. The Queen is coming.
We've fallen and we can't get up.
Who will help us? Your Majesty, could you lend us a helping hand?
You don't need a helping hand. You need walking lessons. Hey, what's going on around here today? Every one of you is as clumsy as an ox.
Actually, not all oxen are clumsy. I knew an ox named Maurice who was as graceful as a swan. Although not all swans are graceful. I knew a swan named Albert who was as clumsy as a newborn colt.
Oh, stop that! Just tell me why you're all tripping over your own feet.
Looks like the Queen didn't fall for your act. Don't you get it? They fell down hoping you'd help them up, so they'd have a reason to say thank you. They actually thought that once you started getting a few thank yous, you bring back Thanks a Lot Day.
How ridiculous.
I'll say, getting thank yous is only half your problem. Let's face it, you also don't know a thing about giving them.
Hold it, Buster. Are you saying I don't know how to say thank you to anyone? That's ridiculous.
Really? Then prove it.
Fine. Tweedledee, say something nice to me.
That's a nice dress, Your Majesty.
Of course it is. I have great taste in clothes.
That didn't sound like thank you to me.
Oh, no fair. I wasn't ready. Let's try it again.
Okay. Gee, Your Majesty, your garden looks wonderful.
Don't butter me up. You're just hoping I'll let you pick my roses. Well, too bad, bub. Hold it. That was a joke. Get it? What I meant to say was,
What's wrong, Your Majesty? Cat got your tongue?
I don't need any help.
Don't worry, Your Majesty. It's nothing to be ashamed of. A broken thank you can happen to anyone.
Allow us to explain.
Crystal!
The brain, keeper of knowledge, more amazing than any computer, and yet, can it help you remember where you left your house keys? No!
You see, Your Majesty, in your case, the part of your brain that controls the thank you reflex is, well, to put it scientifically, goofed up. But we can fix that with...
The appreciation installer. Here you go. Yeah.
Not so fast. What does this thing do?
About 400 RPM once it gets going. Also, it helps you to appreciate nice things others do for you.
When you appreciate something, you realize what's good about it. Thus, if you can learn to appreciate the things other people do, you're likely to thank them.
Are you sure it works?
Trust me. After all, I'm not just the owner of the appreciation installer. I'm also a client.
Assembled with care right here in Wonderland. It's currently available by popular demand.
One size only, fit for a queen. It comes in 3 colors, red, and green.
Though it looks quite normal, I'm sure you've never seen such a marvelous invention. It's a wonderful machine. It speaks for itself. There's nothing to discuss. Once it's worked its magic, you'll be thanking us.
One size only, fit for a queen. It comes in 3 colors, red, and green.
Though it looks quite normal, I'm sure you've never seen such a marvelous invention. It's a wonderful machine. Though it looks quite normal, I'm sure you've never seen such a marvelous invention. It's a wonderful machine.
There. You should now be full of appreciation. Soon you'll be thanking people left and right.
In fact, why not start thanking right now? Here's a crumpet, Your Majesty. What do you say?
I say, thanks for nothing. The only thing this phony gadget did was mess up my hair. But
Well, Hair, I'm afraid it's time to take drastic measures.
You mean sell all our belongings, move to another land, and try to make a new life for ourselves in a place where saying thank you is not just a privilege, but a right?
No, I mean it's time to go over the Queen's head.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. We were wondering if you would care to come out to the courtyard for an easy moment. We have a little surprise for you.
No. I'm reading. And besides, you know the rule. All surprises must be submitted in writing 2 days ahead of time, so I may have time to think about whether I want them or not.
But this was sort of a last-minute idea. Please.
Oh, all right. But I'm warning you, if this surprise surprises me, you'll be sorry. Hey, this looks like a banquet.
Good, because it is a banquet.
What? How dare you hold a thank you banquet after I specifically canceled Thanks a Lot Day?
But this isn't the thank you banquet, Your Majesty.
Oh, don't make me laugh. This is clearly an attempt to fool me into thinking this is an ordinary banquet so that I'll sit down and start enjoying myself, only to discover at the last minute that I've really been at the thank you banquet all along.
You're amazing, Your Majesty. I can't believe you were able to figure out all that.
Especially since none of it's true.
You see, Your Majesty, this really isn't the thank you banquet yet.
Yes, all the places are set and everything's ready, but none of us will sit down for food or thank yous till you say it's okay.
Well, you're in for a long wait. There's absolutely nothing that can make me change my mind about canceling Thanks a Lot Day.
Please, Your Majesty, don't decide for sure until after the phone call.
What phone call? I didn't hear any phone. Oh. Hello? Hello? Mommy dearest, how are you? Oh, you know, at my age, getting to do everything you want doesn't mean what it used to. But enough about me. I hear you cancel Thanks a Lot Day. Is this true? Yes, Mommy. Oh, well, is that how I raised you? To do anything you wanted because you felt like it? Yes, Mommy. Oh. Right. So I did. Well, I also taught you that a good queen knows how to show some appreciation when people do nice things for her. Yes, Mummy. But, oh, don't you but Mummy me, young lady. You're not too old to be sent to your room without supper, or at least without caviar. But what's wrong with showing a little gratitude to your subjects every now and then? It brings excitement into their dull, humdrum lives. Yes, Mummy. Oh, look, Pumpkin. I know it's hard to say thank you to people who aren't as important as you are, but trust me, it's the right thing to do. In fact, it's the royal thing to do. Yes, Mummy. Thank you, Mummy. That's my girl. Now, who loves you the most? You do, Mummy dearest. That's right. Now, say hello to all your subjects for me, especially that Hatter. Tell him I love his hair. Mummy says hello.
Oh,
nice.
What a surprise.
Now, I want you all to know something. And this has nothing to do with the conversation with my mother, but I'm having second thoughts about canceling Thanks a Lot Day.
Oh. Second thoughts? You mean you might change your mind?
Yes. After all, I know how much you all look up to me. Therefore, I would like to show my appreciation for your being such loyal subjects. I would like to turn to you on this special day of gratitude and say, thank you.
And we thought your thank you was broken.
You said that like a real pro.
Especially considering how hard it must have been for you.
Oh, actually, it wasn't that difficult. In fact, it felt rather nice. Anyway, I don't see why you're making such a big deal about it. After all, saying a little thank you never hurt anyone. You tell your friends, thanks a lot. What good pass I've got.
A little thank you never hurts.
over, Dinah. I've got thank you notes to write. What? Okay, so I didn't want to do these just a little while ago. I got to thinking. Writing thank yous doesn't take that long. And it makes other people happy. In other words, it's the right thing to do.